We live? We are live. Okay, fantastic. Welcome everybody to this episode of BEAD TALK. I am Kelly Markell of Treasure to Remember, aka Raquel Harris. I just gotta let you know. My husband is Martin Harris. Together we are Treasure to Remember. We are bringing you each week a little chat that we are going to have a live chat with our we're going to have creators, designers, suppliers, beautiful artists in the industry. We're going to bring that to you here every Saturday at 2:30 Mountain Standard Time. Last month we shared artists from around the world. This month we are going to bring it on in. I have some wonderful folks that I just cannot wait to share with you. Today I am especially honored. We are presenting to you an amazing woman. Her name is Denise Fitzsimmons, and she is the owner and creator of INSPIREDEESIGNS. We have we have known Denise for quite a number of years, and I think this may be one of the few face-to-face talks that we've had, but let me not get into it. Let me just see if she's here, and we will get started with our BEAD Talk. And again, remember, as we do our BEAD Talk, we will be able to improve the sound. We'll be able to improve the video quality. So just bear with us as we get those items that we need to share with you. Also, do not let me forget these little few announcements I want to make. If you have a favorite artist, designer, creator, even a supplier, I'm happy to promote some of our suppliers. I will consider them, but I can't unless you message me. Message me with those that you would love to see here on BEAD Talk. I've already gotten some amazing suggestions, and by those, we are sharing those artists with you this month. Next month, I don't have a lineup yet, but I'm working on it, so don't miss. We also are starting up, it's so exciting, our Inspiration Bead Retreat here in Monument Valley, Utah. It's being hosted by Fire Tree Inn, which is my bed and breakfast, Angela Blair of Bead Gurus, and myself of Treasure to Remember. We are going to be getting out lots of wonderful information on that. We are just excited to present something unique and fun, and it's just a getaway that you're not going to want to miss. We also do live shows. Treasure to Remember does live shows Friday and Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sometimes we do little bits, surprise shows, but we are currently, that's our schedule, and we are uploading new and beautiful items for your creating endeavors every week. So don't miss. That's my little shout out for us. And let me see if Denise is here, and we will get started on our BEAD Talk. We ready? Okay. Yes, I'm doing everything myself. Let's see. Okay. We're going to wait for Denise to get here. Denise, if you're here, go ahead and just say hello. I have to come up close to see any messages, so you'll just have to bear with me. We're going to wait on Denise to get here, and I'll just chat with you in the meantime. Martin, I'll get Martin to tag her or something. She is on East Coast time, Eastern Standard Time. Well, there she is. Well, good night. Let me get you on here, my darling. I'm so excited. Quick sip. Let me see. Okay, you just request. Now on the bottom of your phone, if you're on your phone, Denise, there's going to be a little 3 lines. And then there's a little person with a little window on their bottom left. Just click that, and that will be your request to join. And it will let me know as soon as you request. Gives me a little red and it doesn't allow me to invite, and if it does, for some reason I'm not seeing it. But if you request to join the broadcast, then I just accept you on. So I'll give you a few minutes to get that going. If not, I can have Martin tag you or something. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about all our technical difficulties, darling. It's gonna be okay. This is how it goes. This is our second month of BEAD Talk, and we are so honored to be here with you. We will be uploading this video to YouTube so everybody can share it out to their prospective places. It would be so wonderful. We are tagged in the post, so go and join that YouTube channel of mine. You will never miss an episode. Denise, I'm going to figure out if you got the request yet, honey. Hold on. Search. Okay, Denise. Okay. Nope. Let's see. Did you find the place where to request, sweetheart? If you're on your phone, it's going to be on the very bottom where the messages are. I think it's on the bottom. Mine is on the bottom. Yours might be on the top. And there's a little person that looks like it has a little frame with a person in it. Just click that button. And once you click it, it usually gives me a little red indicator that you want to come on. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to give screenshots and better instructions to the folks that come on so it won't be so, because I know that we have a moment like this sometimes. But that's okay. It's learning curve. It's all learning curve. And we're going to make it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Denise, comment if you can see what I'm talking about. I'll just give it a second. So today here in our beautiful area, we have a lot of dust going on. And yesterday, if you heard, Starlink went down and it's back up. That's why my live yesterday went to video. So if you missed my live yesterday, I posted 3 videos at Treasure to Remember You Can Shop. And I don't know why it's not letting me. Let me see if it will let me invite you on. Let's see. Okay, Denise, I'm inviting you on now. I just saw where I could invite you. Okay. It says I've invited you to join me. Let's see how that works. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you for liking. I know you can't share now, but once we are a YouTube video, you can share us out, and that would be amazing. So maybe Denise is having some connection issues. Who knows? It's happening all over. It'll just be a second. I know. It's babe. Could you look on Facebook and see if there's anything else I can do? Because I don't know what else I can do. I can just wait for her to request to be on. So you have to actually request, sweetheart. I did send you an invite. I don't know if that's working. Nope, it says I have no request to join. Okay, so if you just request to join, I can bring you on. There, I think we got it. Yes. Okay, are we ready? Everybody, please help me by inviting and welcoming Denise Fitzsimmons. Is she with us?
Hi.
She's here! Yay! I haven't figured out how to get rid of these messages. I mean, I thought maybe I could put the comments down. Let me see. Nope. Denise, I am so sorry. Look at me. I am just...
That's okay. I had to go on my phone to figure it out, so no problem.
Oh, goodness gracious. Everybody, welcome the beautiful Denise
So
Fitzsimmons.
sorry it took me so long.
No, are you kidding? And I was just telling everybody, this is just going to be this is like a one-woman show right now. And so I'm figuring it out as we go. But our last month of talks was so successful and so wonderful. I'm really excited to be here. And Denise, oh gosh, I'm just so happy to see your beautiful face.
I know that necklace too.
Yes, I
did. Oh.
Denise sent me these beautiful necklaces. Woo! It's been a week. Beautiful, some turquoise from her mama, and I'm just so proud.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'm wearing this today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on here. For those of you who may not be aware, Denise is an admin in our group we have together called The Bin. That is where we represent all kinds of sellers. There are a few rules when you go on there, but basically it's an open forum where our sellers can come and present their beautiful items, and they get promoted each week. So that's another shout out if you want to join the bin, because Denise does an amazing job. She keeps in schedule, and I'm just so honored and proud to have you part of that. Really quick, I just want to share that when Denise came in, it was kind of a really hard time for me. It was a really cloudy time in my life. And Denise came in and someone messaged me and they said, yes, you want Denise. She is wonderful. And I thought, you know what? If somebody's going to message me that, there's no way. I need her. You've been amazing.
Thank you so much. I love it. I love being an admin there. And we have a 2-week open wall going on right now. So lots of time to
open wall.
Yeah.
So Denise, for those of you who don't know you, we want to just give them a little background, and I'm going to try my hardest not to sit here and gush. You guys don't know. I am such a fan of Denise's. We have had this amazing relationship where we just trust each other and we have our own worlds, but we are able to collab on this group and just be, this family we have. And I'm just so touched and so honored. So Denise, please do give us just a little summary really quick, because we're going to delve into the deeper aspects of it. But I would like you to just introduce yourself to the people, tell them just a little bit, and then I'll ask some more questions.
Sure. Like you said, I am the owner creator of INSPIREDEESIGNS, and I live in Connecticut with my cat Savannah.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's right here. And I actually was a teacher for 27 years. I taught Spanish, high school Spanish, for 27 years. I stopped doing that to sort of stay sane, and which is very important to me, and to pursue my dream of creating.
Yeah.
And that's been happening, and there's big things in the works, some of which I can't talk about because it's like big hush hush, and some of it I can, but I started with making, beaded jewelry. And then I moved into working with some enameling and some wire work and some metal work. And then I found polymer clay.
Yes.
And
then that
haven't turned back.
Started flowing.
But now I combine mixed media, because I've had all this experience with all these other, all this other media. So I combine everything now, which is really exciting. And that's what really gets my juices flowing. And yeah, I have 2 masters in, education, and one in educational leadership. And which I like I said, I had to stop teaching. It just wasn't
skills you don't leave behind, because you're using all of that teach. I mean, you may not even be aware, but you are teaching us. Every time I see you doing something, I'm like, oh, that beautiful woman. You inspire me so much. I mean, there's no mistake that you are Inspired Designs, because you absolutely are. So
Oh,
what I love about your creations, if I may,
yeah,
before I pummel you, is that to me they tell a story.
yeah,
They tell a beautiful story. And for me, because such a visual learner, as soon as I see your pieces, my imagination just goes all over with this gorgeous story of this piece. Even though it may not be your story, it's the one that I'm imagining with it.
right.
And anybody can do that. Any one of you can see her pieces and just integrate it into your story. And so it represents, and isn't that all beautiful creations, folks that are
Yeah.
creative, inspiring?
That's
I'm just,
all I want. That's all I want. I want to create something, and I always do have a story behind it, and it's always a healing story. So my inspired designs is because it's inspired by spirit, by ancestors, by my mom, my dad, and my brother who have all passed. There's a lot of trauma, related to some of that, and it's all healing for me. So the names of my pieces are all very healing, and um, I have a piece sitting in front of me it's called Elemental Healing, and it's like the four elements, and it's healing through nature, and it doesn't have to mean that to everybody, but that's my story. And so all I want my work to do is to touch people, and
yeah,
for them to get some sort of story
absolutely.
in their mind.
Why don't we put the brake on a little bit and go back a little bit, because my full intent is to share with folks out there, and that's why I'm doing this, to inspire people, to let them know that people like you, people like me, that they can do it if they feel even a nugget of pulling or inspiration, that to grab that and don't give up. So please, for us, share with us the beginning. How did you begin, even because when I met you, you were sharing, no, I don't think the enamel, but definitely the wire wrap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so tell us how you began the journey into this creativity journey you have.
Well, my mom was a knitter and a crocheter and a sewer, and she had a little shop attached to our house growing up. And so I was the youngest of three, and so I spent a lot of time with my mom, and I watched her create, and I got to create with her. And so that was like the most precious time to me. And we would sing and create crafts together. And she had also been a teacher. And so I really just fell in love with all kinds of crafts. And so I would go like hide in my room and do crafts all the time, because my sister was like 4 years older, and my brother was into sports, not me. And so it really began very early on for me. I was always inspired to do some kind of craft. And so I don't know, it was probably about 12 years ago or so when I started doing the beading, but then it was sort of an oversaturated market. And so I said, well, I have to sort of do something special with it. And I really liked wire wrapping, but I wasn't very good at like the super duper wire wrapping.
Oh, they are
That
intricate, aren't
gorgeous, intricate wire wrapping. So I kind of just did, I started doing more like links with beads and stuff, because it was kind of like where I was at the time. But the whole creative process started when I was really young, because of my mom.
they?
And my dad was an architect, so he was,
It's in your
he
blood.
had creativity in him too. So, it just came out of me, ever since I was little.
Wonderful. That right there is inspiring to me too, because this is the kind of thing I try to create for, I wasn't able to really do that for my kids because I'm so busy, but like for the grandchildren. And I'm always thinking about that kind of thing, about the little kids, inspiring them to do something that pulls out their creative side. And you came by it honestly. How
Yeah.
wonderful. So, and during those years, so then you go to school and you get your teaching degree and you come back to your creative bug. And so tell us about your polymer clay journey. That's what I want to get to. I am just, if you haven't seen Denise's polymer pieces, you are missing out. We are going to link her here. You can go join her, friend her. You don't want to miss where she's sharing her items. And it's so poof, it's like it's the culmination of everything that she's talking about, and it absolutely does. It comes out in your pieces. Share with us the beginning of your poly journey.
The beginning was really that I saw something that blew my mind, and it was a wire wrapped piece.
Okay.
And it had a polymer clay like goddess face in the center of it. And I had to have it. And I was like, that's polymer clay. Like I had never heard of polymer clay, so I had never associated it with anything. It kind of gets a bad rap because people think it's plastic or like it's Play-Doh or it's like a kid's craft. And it's not your kids, Play-Doh. You can, the stuff you create with polymer clay, it's art. I mean, it's in the Smithsonian, so it's art.
I mean, you're really sculpturing the same.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's not pottery, but it's, it's a plasticine, but so I was like, that's polymer clay. And so then I watched like a YouTube video, and I was blown away at like the colors, and you mix your own colors and what they were doing. And then I saw this thing called Makume Gane, and I was like, that's insane. And it's just layering of clay, and then layering and layering and layering of clay, and you like impress things into it, and then you shave off the top, and there's this like design in there. And I was blown away. So I went to the Joann's craft store after watching like 2 videos.
Where everybody probably begins their journey is at a big box store.
Right. Yeah. Joann's is like a Michael's or whatever. And I bought a couple of bars of clay. And I came home and I did nothing with it for like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah. Yeah. So
and the clay was really useful after 2 years.
Yeah. It's good. If it's wrapped well, it's fine. So, and it was still in the original, packaging. So then I was like, I had that clay, and then I saw something again that was wire wrapped with polymer clay. And I thought, that's right. I watched those things and I really liked polymer clay. Why am I not using those bars of clay? So I got out the bars of clay and I started kind of like doing stuff. And I remember the first thing I did was just on a white piece of clay. And I had bought a stamp. I went and got a stamp.
Right.
And I stamped it in. And I had bought some, I think I used eye makeup, eye shadow.
Oh,
because
the eyeshadow.
Right, because you can buy mica powders, but they said if you don't have that and you're a beginner, you can use your eyeshadow.
Oh.
And I just like covered it in some eyeshadow, and then I had seen somebody like take like packing tape and you put it over it and you rip it off, and then the eyeshadow stays like in the crevices. Oh, and it's white on top.
Peeled. Right. Oh, brilliant.
Right. And I was like, that's beautiful. And then I like finger knitted like something out of some yarn I had and put it on there as a necklace. And I had some clasps. I had clasps galore from all the beading I did. And I was like, that's really beautiful.
And
then shortly thereafter, I did a piece just like that. And this is like simple polymer clay technique, right? But I did a really beautiful butterfly, just like that. And I put it on a really beautiful, like wire knitted chain that I did not do. It was from some company, and put a really nice toggle on it, and took a picture, and I posted it in what's called the Create Along tribe. And Create Along is a big company for, they make stuff for polymer clay artists to use, like cutters and stuff.
Polymer brand for polymer.
Yeah, it's like using design stuff for polymer clay artists. Exactly. And they saw it and they put it on the cover of their magazine. And then and here I am, a beginner. I'm a beginner, and then shortly after that, I applied to be on their design team, and I was on their design team for 3 years.
Oh,
so it just
everybody, it is just your passion. You just follow your passion.
It can happen. It can happen.
That is so fabulous. Is that not the story we want to hear, folks?
Right.
Listen, if this is a place you want to take your creative endeavors, it is possible. Right. It's just all about, and you really hit the lucky lottery, didn't you?
I hit the lucky lottery, and I'm telling you, that was 6 years ago. And right now, only 6 years later, I am the vice president of the International Polymer Clay Association.
As if it wasn't enough. I am so bowled over. You have, and in that 6 years, wait, how long have you been at the bin? Is 6 years?
Like that, like about that long, yeah.
So you just began your journey when we first came together. Yeah. That was like the beginning.
Yeah, because you bought some of my first polymer clay pieces.
Oh. And I thought that Denise was an old pro. I thought this was, she was a seasoned veteran.
No.
Oh, Denise, how exciting, how validating, how precious. That is so, for you, I'm just so, I would love nothing more than this journey to occur for you. I'm so happy. I'm so joyful, especially for you, you beautiful babe. I just love you.
Thank you.
It's so okay. So that's where you're at today. Then we're all the way up to current times.
Yeah.
So you are now the vice president of. Say it again.
The International Polymer Clay Association, which is known as the IPCA.
So tell us a little bit about them. Do they have classes? Do they go around and have shows? How does this? Are they online?
Well, no, what we do is we promote the education and learning of polymer clay, and we promote guilds, because there's guilds kind of were dying off during COVID, and there's regional guilds for polymer clay. I'm also the president of the Southern Connecticut Polymer Clay Guild, so there's that. But the
long list of credentials, I'm loving it.
It's insane where this has gone, but it's we promote learning and the promotion, our members' promotion of their polymer clay pieces, and we do like a global exhibition every year. We just finished our global exhibition, and there's prizes. It's not really a competition, but we do give prizes. It's really just a gallery, and there are amazing things that people do with polymer clay. It's insane. I mean, the stuff that we get for submissions from our members it's just insane.
Well, COVID, people just sitting, probably just thinking about their designs and using that as an outlet for therapeutic reasons. I mean, I see that. I see like a guild created teaching people their therapy through polymer. I mean, that's popped up in my mind right now, and that's if
it
you
is
could
very
see air
therapeutic.
bubbles, that's what would happen. So do they offer further education, or just move people towards where people can help them?
We don't offer education per se, but I'm the vice president of communications. So what I do is I run a Zoom meeting on Sundays, and we the members get together and we talk about what they want to talk about, and a lot of that has to do with education. And the pros will come and the newbies will come and everywhere in between, and it's very non-judgmental. And if somebody needs help, we give help, and we do show and tell. We get to see what people are up to.
So the moving and shaking, where it begins. I mean, have you seen? In my mind, I'm imagining like different trends of people's different ways of manipulating and creating their piece, and people just taking that, and then you see it across the creating world, and it's like, I know where that began. Right.
Like we have members who offer, we have people who offer classes. There's polymer clay people who aren't members of the IPCA, and will offer classes and stuff. But we have members who offer classes, and we promote their classes and we promote their pages. Like I do an Instagram drop and Facebook drop every day, almost.
Wow.
And I promote a different member every day with their work, and I drop their pages and their websites if they have them. And if they're offering classes, we give them a shout out to when their classes are. And then it's fun to watch how the people from the class will take what they've learned and make it completely theirs.
Yes. Oh yes, I love that. Wow, I'm so excited to be here with you. It's like I'm just happy. Well, we have what I wanted to do here with BEAD Talk was also dedicated a little time to this exact kind of thing. Not only do I want to hear everybody's stories, because absolutely do, that's where all the inspiration is, but what excites me is hearing about where they're taking it as far as teaching others. And so I am just so proud of you. You just have no idea.
Yeah.
I am just so grateful to see your journey from I'm terrible with time. That's why I'm like, has it been 6 years already? Yeah. It could have been 8. I wouldn't. And so this is just a perfect segue for the BEAD Talk to let everybody know. I want to just quickly insert, if you have anybody that is along those lines that you feel like will be able to teach or share something in this vein, please message me. Let me know. I would love to promote, because I fully believe in the healing power of the creating, and especially whatever medium you're using. And Denise here, using polymer clay is so tactile that you put every bit of your energy into this piece. And tell us a little bit about, Denise, if you could, where you're going to be taking, or if you have any plans. And I know you alluded earlier you couldn't share too much, but do share what you can. Give BEAD Talk a little 411. Or do they say more? I forget what they say.
Yeah. Well, I applied for something to teach. I do teach. I teach demos and I teach tutorials at different guilds around the country, and different projects.
Do you fly there, or do you do Zoom?
No, so many guilds are just on Zoom now, because what happened was, and this is so amazing, is that during COVID, so many people could only meet on Zoom. And so what happened was they opened up their membership to across the country, actually internationally. And so now they have all these members that are from all over the place. And so now they sometimes will meet in person and on Zoom, or like my guild only meets on Zoom, because we have members all over the place now.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
How exciting is that? You are, and not only just getting the feedback from your immediate area, but international feedback. So you're getting the flavors and the atmosphere. Excuse me, I'm not grabbing terminology that it's like right here, but I'm just imagining all of these different folks coming in, adding their amazing talent and vision for it. Woo!
Yeah, we have, in my group, we have a couple of members from Canada, and we actually have a member from UK who I mentor. So it's been amazing to watch her grow.
Oh, must be such a wonderful, Denise, I don't know if menopause is going to ever let me have my words back. I think that because I feel it, I think it, it's right here on the edge of my tongue. Can anybody relate? Please tell me you can.
It's very satisfying, and it's part of my healing too.
Oh, yes.
Because I have a mentor, and she's done that for me, and believes wholeheartedly in me, and she's the one who my mentor is the one who helped me find my artistic voice.
Oh, wow. Finding your artistic release, that is powerful. That is a powerful statement. If anybody's ever thought about that, about when they're creating, about having your artistic or any kind of energetical release through your medium, it will translate to your pieces. I have absolutely seen a piece and said, oh, this was a heavy time, and this is what came out of this. And you see another piece, you're like, oh, that is really looks like they're putting some different energy into that. You really can read the energy off the pieces.
Right.
Yours.
Like, I created a mask series when I was I went through a really, really, really rough time about a year and a half ago, and really dark. And it was very tough. I crawled out with my fingernails because I knew I had to, and because Spirit was there guiding me. My mom, my dad, my brother, my ancestors, my warrior ancestors, like Nordic, Slavic,
Yes.
And I had to, there was no choice. So I created this mask series, and I created, one of the pieces was called Anxiety Mask, and it actually got into a gallery. 5 of my pieces got into a gallery. And anxiety, 2 of them sold. 2 or 3 of them sold, I forget. But Anxiety Mask sold like day 1. And I was there because it was at the opening, or at the party.
Oh,
and the woman who bought it told me why she bought it. And it was the exact reason that I had made the piece. Oh. And I had never experienced that in my life.
Oh.
Like, being there when someone bought my piece and then connecting that much with someone, it was the most amazing thing that had ever happened to me. Like,
isn't it long? The path is lit. The path is lit up right before you, and you're like, okay, I see it now. Oh, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more about the future of inspired design.
Yeah. So I applied. I've been applying for teaching things. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to find out today if one of them is happening. And that would be a very big thing if that happens. And So I'm very excited for that. And it combines, it's about mixed media and polymer clay. So hopefully that happens. I feel I feel energetically like that it's going well for
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
And then the other thing is that I'm applying for a grant of $3,000, and it's based on innovation in your craft or art, and it's for New Englanders only, so I qualify because I'm in Connecticut. And so I can't really share the innovation, but I've basically created a new method or technique with polymer clay and something else and something else and something else that and now I've spoken to quite a few people that are kind of high up there, because somehow miraculously, because I'm the vice president of one of the vice presidents of the IPCA, I have people's phone numbers. Like
Nice.
famous people's phone numbers, and I talk to them and they know who I am, which is like a whole, it's a whole fangirl thing for me. So I talked with some of them, and they also believe that this is very innovative and think that this will go very well for me. So that is in the works.
That's wonderful. I don't even know what it's about, and I already know it's going to be wonderful. Whatever occurs.
It's basically the grant is for you to continue exploring your innovation.
And we'll just have to take it from. We'll have to take that and see that you're going. Are you going to be announcing it as soon as you know all the details are okay? Do you have a time point, a period for when we'll be able to hear all the juicy details?
Yeah, the application's not due till May, but as soon as I know anything, you guys will know something.
Awesome.
Well, I'm sure John is watching. Hi, John. He'll know first, and then you'll know.
Okay, well, we'll just have to be chomping at the bit until we can find out what it is. But we're excited. We're so excited for you. So, I have to ask, how do you find time? And maybe that's just my perception, okay? Maybe it's just my perception. You all hear about all the beautiful venues, all the beautiful directions, all the beautiful bowls that Denise has her hands in, this busy woman. I continually am amazed that she has time for little old me and my little group. I'm serious. I'm like, how did we score such a wonderful woman, and how and I'm just like, why is she here? She's so amazing. Now I'm not trying to.
I love it. I love the bin. It's so fun. Well, first of all, I love you. I feel so spiritually connected to you. I mean, you know that I told you this when I gave you that necklace, that my mother came to me and told me to send you that necklace. So, I mean, you are very special to me. I love you so much. And I believe in helping people sell their things, and I believe in helping people create beautiful things and getting them things to create beautiful things. And I believe in people just creating, which means they need to be able to get things to create with. So being part of that is really nice. And I like helping people who are confused. So like when we have new people come in as sellers and they ask me questions, I've been there so long that I like to know the ins and outs, and I like helping them. And I also it's funny because I'll be on Zoom with John. John lives in Greece, and so yeah.
Wow.
So I'll be on Zoom with John, and it's funny because he'll know that I'm sort of not paying attention to what he's talking about, and he'll be like, "Are you bead patrolling again?"
Bead patrol.
He calls it bead patrolling. He knows I'm in the bin looking for like stuff that doesn't belong there, or making sure that people have all their stuff listed correctly. He calls it bead patrolling.
Oh, woo. Keep it up, John. Thank you for noticing. That is awesome. Well, it is our privilege and honor to have you there. I'm so grateful. And to know, seeing that you were able to stay with us and blossom and grow and create this amazing experience for yourself, which in turn translates to your energy coming out to us, and we get to be included in it. And it has just been wonderful just seeing you all these years. And I don't know how we have not met up in person yet.
I know. I'm so excited for these bead retreats. The inspiring retreats.
Yeah. It took us a while to agree on the name we wanted. That domain was already taken, and they wanted like $10,000 for it. So the company, or rather the business, wasn't taken yet. Nobody has the business, but the domain was taken, and I was just like, I'm not giving 10 grand for that domain. Sorry, you can keep it. We'll figure out something else.
Yeah.
And so between Martin and Angela and myself, that was the winner. Where there was a few, descriptives there, some adjectives, and I think that you were right, and it didn't occur to me to afterwards, and I was like, Denise, that key word is so beautiful. It encompasses so much. The creativity, the healing, the atmosphere, the vision, and I'm not trying to take it from you, but we decided.
No, it's the perfect word.
And that's what we wanted to. That's what we wanted to grow, is somewhere where people can come and get to a place where they're able to relax enough, where the inspiration can come in and they can translate it. Because believe me, having left the city area 14 years ago, and now I go back into it, it's like more chaotic than ever. So if people can get out of a situation, come here. It is so quiet. It's very quiet. You don't have an option. Everything you're getting, you can put your attention on, instead of being distracted. And so that's what we were hoping to create and bring that to people. And absolutely, it's my dream to have you here and have everybody getting to attend Denise Fitzsimmons' class. So we're going to get there.
I would love it. I would love it.
Get there. It's going to be amazing. So you all may have an opportunity to come and have a private class with Denise. You just stay tuned and don't go anywhere, because we are here. We are in it for the long haul. So you're not teaching anymore. When did I remember these conversations, but for the sake of the BEAD Talk, let's share. So when did you actually stop teaching in the classroom?
I stopped about a year and a half ago, because I was going through that really, really, really hard time, and so I couldn't teach, and I still can't. I still can't teach. So I'm still technically employed by the district.
Oh,
but
they kept you on. I see. Just in case. There must not be many Spanish teachers up in Connecticut. Is that what they're saying?
Well, I'm just I'm away from teaching, but there's no plans to go back. So I have to resign after X amount of time.
Right. So because that's a huge decision, a big career move. So after you got past that place where that was off your plate, did you feel yourself expanding for your creativity?
It was probably the hardest decision I've ever had to make, because all I knew was teaching. I started teaching when I was 20. Yeah, that's all I've ever been, was a teacher. And it was the hardest decision. But and then I just kept thinking, you know what? I taught for 27 years because I started so young. 27 years.
Whole career lifetime for some folks.
That right, exactly. And so you know, I needed to not teach. I couldn't teach. I still can't teach. And so and you know what? I don't want to. It's not the
How
anymore.
I think that you're still doing that. You're just not specifically doing Spanish. So
Yeah.
you're still able to share with us the beautiful skills that you learned throughout your life and being able to share it. I love teachers. I love teachers. I really do, because I'm not a good teacher because the way that my mind is. Martin said that I can take something and create a whole system out of it and nobody will understand it but it looks clear as day, but he said, no, we have to simplify it. And I think it's simple. So I love teachers because that is what they've brought to me, a way of understanding and being able to bring it into myself, to open myself up, being able to, whether it doesn't matter what it is, whatever it is. If I'm learning about taxes or I'm learning about a new way to create, it's all the same. I just so appreciate our teachers. And so the fact that you are still bringing that into our lives and not leaving it behind is so beautiful. It's keeping the whole solid so you're able to take on these new ventures. Oh.
My sort of plan, 5 years, let's say, is because I like to manifest. So after I get this grant, which, manifesting is like, it's already mine, right? I already see it. It's mine.
It's coming. We're just waiting. Oh,
yeah. It's already mine. So after I get this grant, what I really want to do is I really want to teach, but like art therapy. Like I want to do healing through art because it's so healing for me. And I don't think I would have survived that really dark time. And I've had a couple really dark times, and I don't think I would have survived either of them had I not dug deep and really called on spirit and my inspiration from that to create.
Yes. So do you have, by any chance, any pieces close by that we could see that you...
I do. I got a few out.
Let us be treated by our beautiful Denise Fitzsimmons, Inspired Design. Let us...
So I have one of my latest pieces, which I'm branching into some wall art, and
some of your wall art. We have dismantled my whole place. We're redoing it, and I should have had it handy. My apologies. That's why I was looking up, because I had it on my wall forever, and I looked up and I'm like, oh, that's right. Sorry. Go on.
Well, this is very different. This is different because I'm including I include polymer clay. This is very mixed media, so it's polymer clay and wire. And so this is the one that's called Elemental Healing. So this is on canvas.
Oh, goodness gracious, look what you've done.
And so if I give you a close-up, you can see all the different textures. So it represents the 4 elements. And there's wire, and it's actually woven, it's sewn into the canvas.
Oh my goodness, would you look at that?
So kind of my trademark is to sew the polymer clay, and then I used there's something called liquid polymer clay,
Yep.
and I use that to seal up the holes, and I wanted it to look like sort of dried blood on skin, like
Yes, yes.
um, so that's
I completely could see that hanging in a gallery. Absolutely.
oh, thank you.
Oh,
But I haven't finished off the back, so you can kind of see the stitching.
yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So
Beautiful.
that's a wall piece, and then one of my latest necklaces that I'm in love with, which is also mixed media, is a this piece, and it's
Oh my goodness, yes. And you're doing all the wire work. You're doing
I do
all
all the wire work. Yep. Not the I didn't do. I got this lapis chain from
someone.
or somebody that we know, and then I use silk sari ribbon, and this one was just like gorgeous to go with it. And then I use artisan wool wire.
Oh, I love that wool wire, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I make my own clasps and everything, and I make my own
yes
charms and stuff. And then I just took a bunch of jump rings that I make and kind of put the
No, you can see it's braided into itself.
yeah,
It
braided.
is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I love it. And whenever you're putting your stuff up, I see it. Now, I know you do MTOs, but made to order. Sometimes
Yep.
they're not. Sometimes there's time to do it, folks. Sometimes there's not. So when you see your independent artist offering something and it's a one of a kind, don't miss, because that may be the only one ever made. And that's what I was saying. When I see your pieces and they're really fast, I'm like, oh, you know, like you're pressing the bin too slow, and then it's already gone. Oh, so I love it. Oh my, oh Denise, look at that. So wait a minute. So oh my goodness.
So this is leveled. This is a stacked leveled piece.
Texture on that.
This pattern back here is Mukume Gane that I mentioned before.
Oh.
And then you have a textured piece on top of that.
And the metal through it.
And then you have an aluminum piece that I textured and, you know, sanded and everything. And then you have a polymer piece on top of that again. So everything is polymer except for that aluminum. And then I, thanks, John. And then I riveted it, those little rivets.
That is this available right now somewhere?
Yes. Well, it's on my Inspired Designs page.
Okay, and I'll make sure we'll have that link for everybody. You can search it, but we're going to make sure we have links up for Denise. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. You know what I love is that for me, when I think of textures, I wouldn't expect it, but the leather on the polymer, just like you have right there, it goes so beautifully. And you know, I guess because I'm a little, I don't know, by my thinking is a little skewed because I'm always thinking leathery old Southwest, you know. But this is just stunning. It is perfect. It doesn't take away. It just shows off that gorgeous component.
And then that wool wire again, which I just am in love with.
Love. What I love is your pieces are big and they're bold. Now, I love little baby polymer pieces too, but your pieces, they absolutely make me feel so confident that I'm not going to that I'm not going to destroy it somehow. I mean, and I have some, not yours, but you know, some earring pieces I got on. They're too thin and they snap, but yours are not. They're wonderful, wonderful, durable, and just pieces of art. They're lovely.
Thank
and
you.
I love that you always have that beautiful textured back. That
Yes, yeah,
like quilt like.
Like here's another one that I did.
Yes. Oh.
So this is also leveled.
Yeah. Just layered and
layered. Yep, layered, textured, and then the back is my favorite kind of back to do is just this sponge texture.
Oh, yes, that's wonderful. I remember when you were learning the process of it looked like you were silk screening.
Yeah.
That's like the closest I can think about it. Oh my goodness, I was loving that. Loving that. It was that was so fun. I appreciate you sharing that part of your journey with us. And I don't even remember where it was we saw it.
I put it on I know where I put it. I put it on one of Rita's pages, I think.
Okay. Oh gosh, I was just in love.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. And then I have one more. This is another technique. It's like a patchwork technique. And this is one of my favorites. And I taught a class on this.
Oh, how precious is that? Wow, look at all those textures. So you are literally putting this little quilt together.
Yeah, it's a quilt. And then the back is a whole nother
style
called a veneer. Yeah.
I love the dangles too.
Yeah. This was from a picture. I'm into doing this thing called picture to finished piece. And I find a picture that's just really inspiring. And this one was of a purplish golden sunrise in the desert. So.
Oh, how wonderful. You've rendered me speechless, which is not easy. It is so. I'm just.
Oh, and there's this one here. This is the coup de grace. My coup de grace.
Good night already. I love this piece. I've seen this piece. You have a picture of this piece up, don't you?
Yeah, this sold. This is sold.
It's sold. Yeah. Oh, good for you. It's so glorious. That is a glorious piece.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely adore it. Absolutely. That's the one that needs to be on the front of their magazine.
Right.
Stunning.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. So, is there anything you would love to share with us specifically besides all the beautiful things we've discussed today?
Just that if, I'm really into, I would love to do personal pieces for people, like especially if you're needing a healing piece or want something, if you've gone through something or just a special piece of any kind. That's my dream, to do that for people too. I'll have for us to have a chat and for me to get to know somebody a little bit and what their story is and to create a piece together. And, so if anybody's looking for something like that, reach out to me.
Denise is your gal.
I'm your gal.
That is the future for you. I can see that happening. People being drawn and all these amazing one-of-a-kind personalized pieces that you're not going to get anywhere else, and that so much positive healing energy is in it. We're going to have to.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Denise, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much.
It's been so wonderful just to see your beautiful face. I love you so much. If you guys don't know, I just love Denise so much.
I love you too.
So grateful for you. Well, I hope that you will join us again, coming back again another time for Bead Talk. I especially would love to have eventually build us out. I'm going to get an actual camera so that I'm just not this little square on the YouTube, and we can get the whole picture. But that way we can bring different guests on, and I would love to have like a little panel there, and then everybody sort of, just come together, and maybe we can begin that. I was thinking about doing something like that when we have the bead retreat, but that's my vision for it, and you are inspiring me to have that vision.
Yeah.
So that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I guess we're going to come to a close, and I just, gosh, I just don't want it to end. And it's not going to end. It's not going to end. It's going to be one. So if anybody is out there at the sound of my voice right now, everything that you've heard today, if there's anything that has sparked your creative little genius inside, and you are needing help in any venue or any medium that such as we've talked today, or any of the Bead Talks, but especially today, please feel free, reach out to Denise, and she'll be able to guide you to where you need to go, or answer any questions, or better yet, if you need any healing and you need a special piece, reach out to her. I already know it's going to be wonderful. So don't hesitate. Denise, it's been an honor.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you. We're going to say goodbye for now, but again, I thank you for sharing with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks, everybody.
See you. Okay, I'm going to try to figure this out.
Yeah, me too.
I think we did. Okay, we did it. There we go, everybody. Thank you for joining us this week on another amazing episode of Bead Talk. I hope that you have been inspired. I hope that you have been encouraged. And I hope that you know that you are an amazing person. You are loved. You are good. You are wonderful. Whatever it is that you set your heart and intention to, you just do it. Do not miss next week's episode of Bead Talk. I have the amazing CASSIE PROCK KRIEBEL. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name wrong or right. I'm sorry, CASSIE. I will do better about making sure I have the pronunciations right. But we thank you for joining us this week. Don't miss tomorrow. I have a live tomorrow. Check Treasure to Remember. Lots of wonderful goodies there for you. Thank you for being here with us. You guys have a wonderful day. And if you need anything, we're just a message away. Mwah! Thank you, guys. Good night.